Hello everyone and welcome to Palestine International Broadcasting. For many Palestinians, music is a means to safeguard and promote national identity. It may not be an armed struggle, but music is an important weapon for cultural resistance. In war and in peace, in turmoil and in tranquility, we produce music. For today's interview, we are going to shed the light on the talented musician Dugmg to talk about the importance of music and how can Palestinian diplomats use music for diplomatic actions. Welcome to our show, Joseph. How are you today?
I'm good. How about you?
First, Joseph, let's start by what got you in the music. What inspired you to pursue music as a career?
All right. First of all, actually, I came from a musician family. So my father used to be a musician and singing in the choir. As well, my older brother also studied music. So since I was at school with the children, I was attracted to music among the other classes. So now I always want to go to the music classes, and I was special at it. Actually, the music teacher told me so. By time and every year, I found myself that I really love music. So that's then that I took the decision that I want to study music in future. So my brother, who as I told you already studied music before me, he encouraged me actually for studying music, and that's how it goes.
Yeah, so you play saxophone as I see, and also you play pianist. Why did you choose the saxophone?
Well, I actually, because it's unique instruments, you know, because not every or not many people who played, especially in the Middle Eastern area, they don't know the saxophone, and few people play it. That's why I have to choose an instrument which really reflects my personality and my character, actually. And besides, I also heard about a lot of jazz musicians and jazz music, and which inspired me more. That's why I get into saxophone.
Interesting. You mentioned like saxophone is not a common instrument for Palestinian, but in your performance, when you play saxophone, how do you find like the Palestinian audience interact with this instrument?
Well, yes, at the beginning it was a little bit difficult for them to accept this kind of new instruments here, you know, because we are, as a Palestinian, get used in some common instruments such as violin, piano, and keyboard, and oud. So when they found or they hear the saxophone, actually they get attracted because I give them the kind of music they love to hear on saxophone. That's why I don't just play specifically jazz, because not most of the people know more about jazz, you know, and may get attracted. So I give them the most Western Arabic and Eastern music for them, the tunes, the melodies that they like actually, and they like to hear it in my way, in my style, and on the saxophone. And this is they getting now really asking for sax, and they love it for.
Yes, everyone has a unique feature. Would you mind to play some music for us that present or resemble you?
Absolutely, I would love to.
Thank
for
you.
Sure.
Are you going to play jazz music?
Yes. This piece that's called Every Jazz Musician, actually they love, and also as well Fairuz sang it in Arabic way. So it's called Autumn Leaves, and بتذكرك في الخريف in Arabic. So this is what I love actually to play it. So
okay, let us hear.
Thanks.
such a piece of art. Thank you so much. Now I'm going to ask you multiple questions, and you have to answer one option, okay?
All right.
One answer.
That's a game, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of a
All right.
game. Would you prefer like classical music or jazz?
Jazzy music.
Family or duty? Just
That's
choose
a hard one.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course.
Of course, I would choose family.
Yes. Okay. Western music or Eastern?
Western.
Western.
Because
all right.
why? Because it's a field of my study.
Yes.
And which the instruments actually controls me, because I have to go instrument, because I study classical music in the university, and I go to jazz then, you know. So, but of course I can't deny that I'm Eastern, and I have to play in my soul and in my character that the Eastern music.
Let's go back to the questions without justifying. Okay, I want to ask you if you play for sad mood or for positive mood. Would you choose which one?
Only one.
Only one option.
All right, I will
for
go
you.
for positive mood.
Do you think music require more charisma or hard work?
Hard work.
Hard work is most important.
Absolutely.
So I wanted to ask you this question. What is the secret recipe it takes to make you a professional in performing, like from creative process?
Well, actually, if you want to be a professional musician, so you have to work hard on yourself, actually. So you have you to sacrifice your life, actually, for music, because music needs lots of efforts, not a lot of time, not of research, lots of study. So you have not only just to take it as, let's say, a hobby or just for amusing, because if you want to be professional, there is a lot of professional music in the world, and they are very, very good people. So if you have to go to that level, actually, so you have to work more hard and not just giving excuses to yourself, and keep always and every day that practicing, working, searching, meeting a musician, composing music, listening to music. So that will make you a professional, I think.
Yes, in order to be distinguished. So give us some advices in this domain.
Actually, each musician, I think he is distinguished in some way. Actually, when you play any instruments, I think you want to put your soul and you put your breath inside it. So I think you are distinguished, you know. So I think this issue takes a lot of time and years to give identity for your music, and to when you hear like about this musician, oh, that's him or that's her, you know. So I think it's not easy to get this isolated and identity for yourself, you know, just to be, it takes time actually and efforts to do it.
Joseph, before selling to the main questions to answer, I want to ask you about like why musicians gradually involved in music education. If you want to talk about music education in Palestine, in terms of participation, what is the children attitude and the family attitude toward music education?
Well, actually, let's say recently, you know, the culture of our society get development, you know, because you know about the technology, and the view about how to see the music now is much better than before. Let's say 20 years ago or like 15 years ago, because you know it was so hard in that time to find a conservatories or a music school to go, or even find a music teacher to come to the home to give you music. It was very, very hard. But now there is a lot of facilities this new generation can get, you know, beside the technological side. I mean, there is now a lot of musical schools here and a lot of conservatories. So I think that is a big opportunity for them to want to learn music, you know, because it depends on each person if he want to learn it, that he want to continue studying in music after that, or just want to take it for as himself or herself, you know, just for you know, entertainment or something. But I think the music education process now in Palestine is getting development, and we are getting a lot of quality actually, and we are producing good musicians which represent us as a Palestine in worldwide.
Of course, yes.
You know?
So the Palestinians family are very supportive when we are talk about like music education.
Right.
So children here, they prefer Western instrument or Eastern, such as oud?
Well, actually depends, let's say, geography on the area they were living.
Also,
so, yeah, I know, because actually it's all connected together, because the children is getting use of what he or she is hearing or learning from home, the car, the background of their families, how they listen or used to listen. So that will make them decide to go to that side or that side. But mostly, I think now they are equal, actually, as I can see in the music schools and conservatories, that we have a lot of students who want to go to the Eastern music because they love to represent themselves, they find themselves there, and also those who want to thinking more advanced, I mean to go to study abroad as a musician to be professional, they go to the Western music.
How is important to the Palestinians to use music in order to explain to the world about the Palestinian cause?
Okay, right. Well, I think it's the most important weapon that we are fighting with our message and our culture and our civilization, So we can't do anything else. We can only show the world that we are musicians, and we are very professional musicians, that we and already served and gave the world, and some of them are still alive, and they have put a fingerprints in the music and worldwide. I think we are in the same place, that we can provide anything, that we know that we can be equal to the Western musician worldwide. So I think each musician has a responsibility and a message that he holds, she holds.
Of course.
Yeah, that's in any simple way, what they can produce or present for people. I think it's a message for the worldwide, and especially for the occupation that we are fighting our way, and our voices, our music can be heard into any spot in the earth.
You said our voices, we said our music. So in what term can we use music? Maybe like international performance might be?
Yeah, sure, because we are participating in a lot of international festivals, international conference. We are holding a lot of workshops over worldwide. So I think this is the power that we have, that we can go and talk with our music and we can spread it to the world. Thanks.
Thank you, Dugmg, for being with us.
It's my pleasure.
So music transcends time, space, and social gap, making it the ideal tool for resistance. We should utilize music, albeit in different ways. Through music, we can express hope for future generations by artistic resistance, away from Israeli aggression, occupation and violence. Ending my interview with Mahmoud Darwish when he said, "A difficult time to believe that the most military powerful country in the Middle East is threatened by a poem." Thanks for watching us.